First of all, who wears a white sweater? Could you be more of a beta cuck? Look at that thing. I don't even like sweaters in general. I think they make sense in Britain where it's constantly cold, but in America, sweaters, you're always hot indoors. You look like a little lab mouse. All right, let's start this. Resolutions for white guys.
Great job. Some of you.
Hey, fellow white guys.
It's about to be a new year, and there's a few things we think
These are the people I want telling me how to live my life, by the way. 2017 resolutions for white
guys. Try to
guys.
recognize that America was never great for anyone who wasn't a white guy.
Stop.
Can we all just agree?
Stop. I would like you to know what America was like for a white guy. First of all, we didn't steal the land from the Indians. We fought them for 400 years. Did a lot of bad shit, but had a lot of bad shit done to us. That was just to establish it. Then we had to have a revolution to get the British out. Then we had to have a civil war to end slavery. You know how many people died in that? 620,000 white guys died ending slavery. And then we had World War I for 100,000 guys. We had World War II, 400,000 guys. What are we at now? 1 million? I'm not including the tens of millions in Vietnam and Korea. All those white guys were drafted. They didn't voluntarily march off to fight Nazis. We fought on your behalf. Now you're in this resplendent oasis of freedom, and your first note is, you could be better, be butter. You're welcome, bitch. Go ahead.
Can we all just agree that Black Lives Matter isn't the opposite of All Lives Matter?
Okay, stop there. We know Black Lives Matter. When we say All Lives Matter, we're mocking your infantile wording. You guys keep reducing arguments down to two people just want to be in love. Peace is good, hate is bad. And then if you disagree, we think hate is good. No, that's how toddlers talk. We're speaking your baby language and saying, of course Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. And then when we speak your own dumb language back to you, you go, that sounds dumb. Yeah, you're seeing an auditory mirror.
Matter. There's no need to overcomplicate.
Yeah, don't overcomplicate it with reality.
Blue Lives Matter isn't a thing.
Cops weren't born with blue skin.
Okay, stop. You see what they're doing here? Blue lives don't... And by the way, we said Blue Lives Matter using your silly language because it is relevant, because you don't seem to care. You say, what do we want? Dead cops. When do we want them? Now. And then what happens? Rafael Ramos, Wenjian Liu, is that his name? Yeah. 2 NYPD cops get assassinated. You said you want dead cops. You got them. No parades, no tears, not even some crocodile tears. So we're saying to you, hey, Blue Lives Matter. If you really care, you should care about all lives, but you don't. You just care about black lives. And the black lives you chose, Mike Brown didn't have his hands up, you chose a bunch of fake news stories. So your propaganda with your fake news and your oversimplification, we don't need to complicate it, it's getting people killed.
Right? I mean...
You're not black, by the way, and I'm not white. It's called a metaphor.
Woke. Stop saying woke.
We never say woke! I never said woke in my life! You're the ones who say woke! You can have woke! It's yours!
Woke.
Learn what mansplaining is, and then stop doing it.
Oh my God, could you be less self-aware, please? She's womansplaining to me what mansplaining is. And by the way, we don't mansplain. We have sort of an interrogative tone sometimes. Yes, we get a little frustrated when you call us idiots, but that's because you're womansplaining, or transplaining, or blacksplaining, or gaysplaining. Look at your mannerisms. You have this like, we're gonna do this just one more time. It's called a little thing called equality. You might want to try it. Fuck you and your splaining!
Oh, and if you're a judge, don't prioritize the well-being of an Ivy League athlete over the woman he assaulted.
We all love
Beyonce. Wait, I'll take that. Don't do that. One person out there who will come across a case like that in 2017. They're all really general. Like Black Lives Matter, all lies. That's very general. By the way, that was a Michael Shea bit I think they stole. But this is a very specific case. Okay. And also, if you're repairing air conditioners and you get electrocuted, don't punch a squirrel in the leg.
We all love Beyonce. And yeah, she's black, so of course she cares about black issues. I'm talking to you, Fox News.
All right, I think I understand this. I think he's talking about when Fox News was mad that Beyonce had that Black Panther thing. Yeah, Beyonce, I don't know if you tuned in, but the new Black Panthers are a little intense. It's not about free breakfast programs anymore. It's about killing 5 cops in Dallas. That was a new Black Panther member. And they are so sensitive, these pop culture enthusiasts, about Beyonce. They fucking worship her. I think that's why Kanye was vilified. He did say he voted for Trump, yes, but he also said we need to stop politicking and we need to be more real as human beings. And he called out Beyonce for that because he was mad at Beyonce. That's what really got him sent to the mental institution. That's their Virgin Mary. Nice
Feel
face.
free to take Kanye West, though. You guys can have him.
Yeah, because she blasphemed Beyonce. Beyonce, I have a feeling, is a complete idiot. She's a good dancer who dances around to some silly songs. Nice queen. Nice heroes, you losers.
Nobody who has black friends says that they have black friends.
And just because you have black friends.
Okay, this is infuriating. The whole accusation of racism is that you're unaware of exceptions. So when you see someone, you go, I don't care how cool you are, you're black, so I hate you. Clearly, if you have black friends, you don't feel that way. And then this next guy's about to say that you're not you can't say you're not racist if you have black friends. Well, you're certainly not a threat to society. You're surely not a Klan member. These are your racist guys with black friends. To steal another Michael Shea bit, when he talks about people giving me fried chicken and watermelons, he said that's seen as racist. He goes, these are some nice racists. These are some nice problems you have. This guy with black friends is still a racist. I love our fucking overfed problems. We give people food the wrong way. That's one of our biggest problems with the poor. They're overfed. We got 500,000 deaths from obesity every year. People are too nice in America. Ooh, stop saying woke.
And just because you have black friends doesn't mean you're not racist.
It means you're not
Everybody
very
racist with black
racist. It
friends.
means you're not
Look,
racist enough
guys,
for you to
we know-
complain. All right, keep going.
Look, guys, we know nobody's perfect.
But honestly, you could do a
Wait a
little
minute,
better
stop
in
it.
26.
I just want to say something that confused me about this. Why do women get to be a minority? They're the majority. They live longer than anyone. And black women live longer than white men. And white men are a minority. And we lost millions of guys to wars fighting to keep you free. You're using all our inventions now. And don't talk to me about slavery. The balance sheet was zero after the Civil War. You're sitting there on our technology and our inventions and all our hard work. And you're saying you suck. Look, I never really thought of myself as a white guy until I was told that I suck. Then I went over to Google. I looked it up and I went, oh, these guys are kind of awesome. Yeah, I have something to say. This is my New Year's resolution. I'm going to start accepting that I created the modern world. And I'm also going to say to people like you, you're welcome, you fucking ingrate. Hi, folks. That was a Rebel Media short. I have my own show on Rebel Media called How's It Going? You got to pay for that one. Check it out right here.